Welcome into our post-game coverage of Game 3 of the 2020 NBA Finals, and the Los Angeles Lakers fall 114-104 behind just a dominant showing from Jimmy Butler. One of the best finals games from a single individual that I've ever seen in my life. Jimmy Butler finishes tonight's game with 40 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds. A 40-point triple-double. Now, I do want to remind everyone, if you haven't subscribed already to both our Lakers-only channel and the main chat sports channel, to make sure you do that. But here's the deal. This game was out of hand for the Lakers from the very beginning. And yeah, we've seen them doing this a million times where they go, oh, we'll let the Heat play around and then we'll come back and win and we'll come back and do the comeback thing. It didn't work tonight. Did not work for the Lakers as they just let the Miami Heat trounce all over them the entire game. Even when the Lakers when they had a little bit of a run, Miami Heat still looked like the better team. Jimmy Butler's performance tonight just was insane. So I want to break this whole game down. My one-word reaction to this game, and I want your one-word reaction down in the comment section below. If you're watching live with us during our live post-game recap, give your one-word reaction. One word, Jimmy. And I'm not talking about myself. Not talking about Jimmy Crowther, the host of this show. I'm talking about Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler. I mean, that was insane. But what happened in this game? Well, let's start off with the first quarter. First quarter, once again, is a slow start for the Lakers. I mean, just insanely slow. The Heat got up to a 22-9 lead in this game, and Anthony Davis was absolutely miserable. I mean, I've never seen a worse game from Anthony Davis than I did in tonight's game. The first half, or not game as a whole, but first half at least, was so bad for AD. 15 points, and most of those, if not, I think 10, at least 10 of those came in the second half. He pulled down 5 rebounds, had 3 assists, 2 steals. Good number. 5 turnovers and 4 fouls, 3 of which were in the first half. He was a minus 26 in the box score. You're going to be a superstar. You're going to be the second best player on a championship team. You're supposed to be a top 5 player in the league, and you're going to have a game like that? I don't think so, Anthony Davis. I don't want to give this guy a pass. I don't think it's fair to all the other true superstars in the league to say, hey, AD, that's okay. You can do that in the finals. No. Superstars don't have games like that in the NBA Finals. It doesn't work like that. Don't give AD a pass. He absolutely deserves to get chewed out for the way he played tonight. It was bad. Terrible turnovers and terrible fouls and terrible shot decisions as well. Now let's talk about LeBron James. Here's the thing with LeBron. He had a good night. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. My problem with LeBron is falling back on the jump shots when you are the strongest guy on the court by far. Like, if Dwight Howard's on the court, sure, I guess Dwight Howard's stronger than you. But what are you doing, Bron? Kelly Olynyk and Myers Leonard are in the middle of the paint. Kelly Olynyk and Myers Leonard, and sure, the refs weren't calling fouls like they should have been, but at the same time, the Lakers still shot more free throws. The Lakers shot 29 free throws. The Heat shot 23. So I don't want to hear all this stuff about, oh, the refs weren't calling it for us. The refs did this. The refs did that. No. Come on, man. If you're LeBron, you got to force the refs to make those calls, get to the rim, and score the ball. Now, along with what he did tonight, in a good sense with the assists, he had 8 assists. He also had 8 turnovers. So, in all honesty, it wasn't a great game from LeBron James. It wasn't a good game from really anybody. The most impressive player I saw tonight, based on expectations, was Kyle Kuzma. He had 19 points, and everybody's been hating on him. Same with Markieff Morris. He also had 19. I did like what I saw from them. But let's shift our focus to the Miami Heat. What did the Heat do? What did they do? Here's what they did. They got the ball to their best player and let him go to work. They let Jimmy Butler get his back to the basket against whoever the opponent might have been at the time. Fade away, make a mid-range jump shot. They let him get to the basket with ease. Anthony Davis wasn't playing aggressive defense because he got too many fouls too early on. They were making their threes. When you look at the box score, let me get this box score off for you. 14 of 42 from 3 for the Lakers, 12 of 34 from the Heat. You know what the difference is there? Sure, the Lakers made 2 more, but the Heat knew when the ball wasn't going in, They had to get to the basket, and that's what they did. Jimmy Butler had 40 points on 0 3-point attempts. 0. That's ridiculous. Now, he did have 14 free throws, but you know why he had 14 free throws? Because he got to the rim, like LeBron should have been doing all night. Same with Anthony Davis. LeBron shot 9 free throws. He would have had 14 free throws if he got to the rim more at the end of the game. AD shot 2 free throws. He would have got more free throws if he would have gone back to the basket and dominated the tiny little big men that the Miami Heat have. Great game from the Miami Heat. I see some people in the live chat saying Kelly Olynyk was awesome. Kelly Olynyk was awesome offensively. Here's the thing. He was great offensively. Incredible. But he's not a good defender. And when you have the team and the size that the Lakers have, you've got to attack him all night long. And now we're saying, okay, the Lakers threw this game away. They had 2 games without 2 of the Miami Heat's 5 starters. They couldn't take advantage of one. They took advantage of the other. They took advantage of game 1 when those 2 guys went out early. What's going to happen when Bam comes back in game 4 and potentially Goran Dragic as well? I think Bam's a little bit more likely than Goran, but we'll just have to wait and see exactly what happens there. I would predict that Bam Adebayo plays and Goran Dragic does not. If that's the case, you saw what Kelly Olynyk did as a big man. Imagine what Bam Adebayo is going to do to this team. I mean, he can't shoot like Kelly Olynyk can, but holy moly. Just an incredible showing from Jimmy Butler. Let's get the box score read to you here. I'm going to go full screen with this scoreboard so I can get this read to you. So let's start off with the Miami Heat, because I know if you're watching the postgame, this is going on our Lakers-only channel, so you're probably watching for the Lakers, but let's start with the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler, 40 points, 13 assists, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 45 minutes, 14 of 20 from the field, not a single three-pointer, 5 turnovers as well. Jay Crowder, good game for him, 12 points, 8 rebounds. He shot 2 of 8 from beyond the three-point arc, played pretty good defense as well, as he always does. Myers Leonard got the start at the center position, had 7 points and 1 steal and 1 board. He only played 13 minutes, but he made all 3 of his shots in that time. Duncan Robinson, not a good game, but he finished strong. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, only 3 of 10 from beyond the three-point arc. Tyler Hero turned it around. Much better game than he has been having. 17 points, although he was 6 of 18 from the field, which isn't great, but 17 points and 1 crucial and 1 at the end to kind of put the hammer into the nail that went into the coffin for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kelly Olynyk off the bench, 31 minutes, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 of 5 from 3. Solomon Hill played 4 minutes, but in those 4 minutes, he knocked out a three-pointer. Derrick Jones Jr. in 1 minute did not score. Andre Iguodala only 2 points in his 17 minutes of action, but you know what he does, defense. Kendrick Nunn did not look good at all. He had 4 points, 2 assists in 20 minutes of action. Udonis Haslem, Chris Silva, Bam Adebayo, and Goran Dragic all did not play. Let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's talk about that box score. LeBron James, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocked shots, and 8 turnovers. Anthony Davis, 15 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 5 turnovers, and a minus 26 in the box score. Markieff and Kuz both had 19 points, both on 6 of 13 shooting from the field. Keefe had 5 three-pointers. Kuzma had 4. 3 fouls for Kuzma, though. 6 rebounds for Markieff, 3 rebounds for Kyle Kuzma. And then after that, nobody did anything. Alex Caruso had 8 points. J.R. Smith had 3 points. Rajon Rondo had 4 points in 28 minutes. Playoff Rondo was not active tonight. 2 points for Danny Green's dumpster fire of a playoff series. 4 points for Dwight Howard and 3 rebounds. JaVale did not play in this game, which was kind of confusing to me with the way Kelly Olynyk was playing in this game. But at the same time, I get it. He's not really a guy that's going to go out and guard a stretch 5 on the perimeter. Listen, if I'm a Lakers fan, I'm heated. No pun intended. I am so mad that they threw this game away. When you have 2 starters out on the other team, you cannot lose a game. Cannot. It is unacceptable. And not in the fashion they did either. If I'm a Miami Heat fan, I am freaking elated. I am super excited about where this series is going. You have the momentum now in 2-1. You have potentially 2 players coming back. I'm worried if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm worried to know that Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo coming back. I'm worried that this team is where it is and they have this kind of momentum. So let me know where you guys stand. if you guys are worried, if you're not worried, what is your worry level 1 to 10? Let me know down in the live chat and in the comment section. But been a fun Game 3. We will be live for Game 4 on Tuesday night, and then Game 5 will be Friday night. I will actually be out for that game, but Tom Downey or Harrison Graham will have it for you. And then Game 6, if necessary, will happen on Sunday again. I appreciate you all watching with me tonight, and we'll see you on Tuesday night for what could be a crazy Game 4.